you were shaking in black. When they threw down that earth, every handful hit hard, like it landed on my chest. Your picture on the pine tilted, catching that churchyard sun. Wind kept folding my coat like it wanted me gone. Your sister gripped my arm, said he knew you did what you could. I just stared at your name, cut sharp in that stone like it should. Grave dust still on my boots, I can taste it on my tongue every time I speak the truth. Grave dust sleeping in the seams of this hand-me-down suit, of these busted up dreams. I keep walking, but it follows every mile, every rusted bus. I'm breathing you in the grave dust. House still smells like smoke from the last fight we ever had. Ash rings on the table, coffee gone cold, going bad. Your jacket on the chair, sleeve reaching out like a tied on. I sit in your old spot, let the silence do me harm. If I'd turned back that night, if I'd held you too tight, if I'd begged you to stay, would you still have slipped away? Now every road sign, every bar light, every late night tired bus feels like you're brushing past me in the grave dust. You left your Bible on the table, pages stuck on do not fear, but the house sounds like it's breathing, like it's waiting for you here. And graveyard wind in my chest, blowing cold through every breath, all your ghosts in my lungs of love. Every sigh tastes like regret, I can't lay this heart to rest. Graveyard wind in my chest. Your boots still lean against the doorway, mud flakes on the wooden floor. I keep stepping where you stepped once, like you're right back through that door. Name on a stone, same last letters as mine. is that low howl inside. A graveyard wind in my chest, blowing cold through every breath. All your ghosts in my lungs of love. Every sigh tastes like regret. I can't lay this heart to rest. Graveyard wind in my chest. Blood moon over dry lands, red dust on my tongue. Your name tastes like iron every mile I've run. Boot prints in the hard pan fade into the dark. Coyote on the fence post answers my heart. Blood moon over dry land hangs low like a loaded gun. Every road I ever took leads back to what I've done. If I could wash these weathered hands in something more than sand, would you meet me in the silence? Blood moon over dry lands. Your dress on the backseat, sun bleach torn at the hem. That night in the cornfield keeps playing again. I swore I would come back. You swore you'd stay strong. I'd drink with the shadows, arguing which of us was wrong. I still see your porch light flicker through the storm. Two plates on the table, one never gets warm. If I ride through the nightfall till the sky burns red, will I find you forgiven or a stone by the shed? Blood moon over dry land. Blood moon over dry land. That old church leans on a dead-end road. The wind sings hymns through the crack-stained glass. Boot prints fade in the red dirty yard. You left town, but you never got far. Your name still carved in the pew back row. swore you'd never let go. This is my deadwood prayer, spoken to an empty chair. Ash in my hand, cold in the air. If you can hear me from wherever you are, I got one more curse for these worn out stars. This is my deadwood prayer. Black suit hung from a rusted nail, still smells faint like your cheap hotel. Cross on the wall, turn face to stone. Even the saints don't pick up the phone. If I dig down past the bones and the roots, will I find your face or just worn out boots? If I drink this town clear down to the floor, will you walk in through that hollow Found your Bible in the saddlebags, pages torn, names crossed and read. Gun oil stains on every song, smell like whiskey and regret. Cold iron faith, heavy on your hip that day. You said mercy's just a word folks say till the barrel has its way. Cold iron faith, you swore steel would never shake, but every prayer you ever prayed came out rust and ricochet. Drew circles in the desert dust, boot heel halo around your sins. Said the law rode you as Judas for the crimes you kept within. Cold iron faith, heavy on your hip that day. You said mercy's just a word folks say till the barrel has its way. Cold iron faith, you swore steel would never shake, but every prayer you ever prayed came out rough and ricochet. My time comes, who'll weigh my wrongs and what I've done? I just watched your hand still on that gun, like a cross you'd learn to lean upon. empty chair across this table, coffee stain in the shape of your name, boot prints fade in the hallway dust, but your echo still leans on my frame. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls the trigger every time I think of you. Your black hat hangs by the doorway, shadow falls where your shoulder once lay. Wind plays cards with the porch swing chain, house holds its breath like it's praying you stay. Judge in the mirror says, let her ride, but the jury of memories won't let it slide. If loving you's a crime, I'll do my time in this lifelong hush on the county line. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls the trigger every time I think of you. Gravel road under my boots, moon like a busted lantern, your name carved into my thumb, still bleeding through the bandage. Old church leaning in the dark, cross crooked as my halo. Wind hums that same old hymn I swore I'd stop remembering. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest, every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. Bottle rolling on the dash, cheap fire in my veins. Your seat's an empty jury box, I'm confessing to the rain. Headlights paint your silhouette on every broken fence post. I reach, but it's just dust and the echo of your almost midnight gallows swinging in my chest, every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. If I turn back I've been walking to that scaffold for 100 wasted years. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest, every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. You can hear the gravel breathe when the truck rolls out of town. Only one bar sign still humming, half the letters burned away. Church door locked by Monday, even got packed up, they say. My boots print dust on dust, Main Street's just a busted vein. Every window watching nothing, just the echo of my name. Yeah. Last light in a dead town, flicker on my face and out. Ain't nobody staying now, just a ghost of my old doubts. If I leave, I fade. If I stay, I drown. I'm the last light in a dead town. Mama's house leans by the highway, porch swing rusted to a stop. A coffee cup still in the sink, ring brown like a pocket watch. Gas station selling winter air, pump clicks on, but it's all show. I fill up on another memory, kill the engine, never go. As light in a dead town, flicker on my face, thin out. Ain't nobody staying now, just a ghost in my old doubts. If I leave, I fade. If I stay, I drown. I'm the last light in a dead town. Bar stool carved with our initials, knife lines in the fading grain. Jukebox stuck on static, but I swear I hear your name. Headlights paint the diner sign, then they slide on by. Don't slow, I keep talking to the silence like it's something I still know.
wind chimes on the back porch. Ain't moved in a year. Coffee cup is stained dark, right where you left it here. Your boots by the doorway, dust on every seam. I talk to the shadow, you answer in a dream. Silent gallows hanging in my chest. Every word we never said, swinging in the west. Silent gallows creaking when I breathe. Love died quiet in this house, but it never left me. In the closet, smells like summer rain. Polaroids are curling at the corners of your name. I drive past the churchyard, headlights on your stone. Radio is turned down so I can hear you go. If guilt had a timber, sound like this floor. Every step I didn't take to keep you from that door. If ghosts had a heartbeat, it'd pound like my own. Tied to this old farmhouse like a rope to a
The southern shadow sits on my shoulder. Been there since my daddy drove off that night. Name on the sign says welcome soldier. Graveyard wind says you ain't done it right. Porch light busted bottle in the driveway. Mud on my boots from the old bayou road. Radio preacher talking about grace. I got a glove box full of things I never told. Southern shadow, follow me. Follow me home from the tin roof rain to the red dirt, marrow and bone. I keep running these back road circles, but you lie down wherever I go. Southern shadow, only friend I ever let know. Ashtray full of August I can't remember. One cracked frame of a woman in white. Her mascara bled like the Brazos in flood. When I chose my pride and a bar override. Mama says hearts don't break, they slow like a truck left out in the field. I still
the road might heal. That county line, will you cross it too? Sit in a passenger seat like a Sunday truth, or will you climb in a bed with the tools and chains, riding low with the sins I never could name? That old oak door still spells my sin. Moon on the mailbox, dust on my boots, gravel in my goodbyes, blood and leaves, your name on the window, faded in the rain. My shadow walks beside me, but it don't feel the same. Devil's shadow knows my name, follows every step I take. Breath on my shoulder, hand on my face. You forgave the man, but the dog still waits. Devil's shadow knows my name. Cold coffee on the counter, Bible on a chair, pages bent to mercy, but it stops right there. You said I could come back if I ever changed. I turned that truck around, but the roads rearranged. I leave the porch light burning like a fragile little prayer, but it only draws the moths and the memories hanging there. I whisper, Lord, I'm sorry, into empty fields of grain. Something whispers back, son, you know my taste in pain. Devil's shadow knows my name, follows every step I take. Breath on my shoulder, hand on my face. You forgave the man, but the dark still waits. Found you on the church house floor, face down in the wine and dust. Cross cracked clean and you're shaking hands, saying, tell me what to trust. Hollow redemption, it rings, but it don't ring true. All these empty confessions, they sound the same as you. We keep carving out our hearts for a God that never moves. Hollow redemption, but it's all we're clinging to. You wear that grief like your daddy's coat, afraid that the cuffs hangs wrong. Smells like smoke in a summer storm. You've been wearing it too long. You said, if I'm forgiven, why do my hands still shake? I said, maybe grace is quiet, and it hurts like it breaks.
Coffee gone cold on the Bible, dust in the air like a choir. One chair pulled out from the table, you're a ghost in that empty wire. Burning songs in the dark of my kitchen, ash in the sink, and your name on my tongue. Every verse I ever learned starts hitting when the house goes quiet and the night gets young. Burning songs pages come undone. Your dress still hangs by the bedroom, smells like rain and a slow goodbye. I talk to your photograph sideways, might blink if I give it time. I strike one match for every word I never said. Watch the smoke rise up like a prayer that turned and fled. If there's a light on the far side of this grief, let it find me on my knees, not my feet. first thing I stole was a 20 from the church plate. Mama's eyes found out, but the sheriff came too late. Dust on my boots from a town that never named me. Heard every Sunday hymn, still the darkness always claimed me. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. Out on this back road where the crosses bloom and rusty weed, I got sins like miles behind me, prayers like smoke I barely see. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. I loved a good girl with a Bible on her nightstand. Trembling hands in mine said, you can't outrun what you've done. Man, I left her sleeping, wrote I'm sorry on a bar receipt. Drove till the gas ran out, parked my guilt in the driver's seat. I can't scrub these bloodstains from the gravel in my head. Every road sign says forgiven, but it's nailed to what I fled. So if you're taking roll at midnight on that hill of broken men, I'll be standing in the shadows saying, let it hurt again. Let it again. Out on this back road where the crosses bloom and rusty weed, I got sins like miles behind me, prayers like smoke I barely see. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. Black boots on the dashboard, mud dried like old blood. Your note on the sun visor, folded like a white flag. 2 lanes run forever, but the radio gave out last town. Ashtray full of almost, pictures face down. My handshake on the wheel, same hands that let you go. Every mile a quiet verdict on a crime you'll never know. Black boots, no way home, left the house, lost the road. All these lines, all this smoke, but there's black boots and no way home. Black boots and no way home. Your coat in the backseat,
sleeve caught on the safety belt. I reach like you're still breathing, grab nothing but warm felt. Motel signs keep flickering, red letters that just say leave. I pass them like confessionals, too stubborn to believe. I could turn around right now, say your name, say I was wrong. But pride's a rusted barrel, and I keep pushing on. Headlights carve a canyon through a field of winter bone. The farther that I drive from you, the less this feels like my own. Black boots, no way home. Left the house, lost the road. All these lines, all this smoke, but there's black boots and no way home. Black boots, no way home.
Hour dust on my tongue, your name in the rear view, faint. One hand on the wheel, one on a ghost that still knows how to ache. Ash in the cup, coffee gone cold, motel Bible open on the floorboard. I left that town like a blown out tire, but you cling to me more than the smoke in these clothes. I'm just a dust-bound soul, dragging your shadow down this road. Every mile a quiet confession, every song a debt I still owe. I ain't lost, I'm paying toll for loving you. Dust-bound soul. Your porch light burned through 100 bad nights. Now it's just a buzz in the back of my mind. I hear your voice in the hum of the power lines, saying, boy, some roads you can't unwind. If I turn around, will you be there? Or just wind in an empty chair? I keep driving like the past can't steer, but you ride shotgun year after year. I'm just a dust-bound soul, dragging your shadow down this road. Every mile a quiet confession, every song a debt I still owe. I ain't lost, I'm paying toll for loving you. Dust-bound soul. turns on my shadow, sun dying in my glass. Boot prints in the red dirt, all heading to the past. You lived like a bad law, signed and never read. Your goodbye was a gravestone you carved in my head. Noose horizon, where the sky leans down to hang my name. Noose horizon, every sunset pulls that rope the same. If there's mercy, it's hiding in that rust-red rain. Noose horizon, stretch me till I slip right out this pain. Your picture in the truck dust, face scratched by the years. I talk to it at stoplights like you're riding in the mirror. This town keeps its secrets nailed to leaning poles. Every porch a confession, swinging slow in the cold. I ain't asking for forgiveness, I ain't begging for a sign, just a wind strong enough to snap this sagging line. If tomorrow ever finds me on that bleeding edge of sky, I'll be walking toward the darkness till the daylight learns to die.